Hi, my name is Jin-Soo, and I'm here to share with you my idea called Supercharging Project-Based Learning with Generative AI. So we have three folks who are part of this workshop proposal. Myself and Albert Kim, who's the Chief Innovation Officer at Leading Educators, and also Nikki Lutke, who is an advisor at Valley New School. Myself and Albert were the leads for the school team's AI collaborative, and Nikki was a participant in the school team's AI collaborative. So the School Teams AI Collaborative was a partnership between leading educators and the Learning Accelerator. We are now called FullScale Learning. Um, the goals of the collaborative was to make sure that we can help teachers implement AI-enabled practices tied to their school's instructional vision, and then surface these promising practices, and so that we can capture and codify them and share them with the sector. We had 19 schools with around 80 participants. You can see it's a very, very diverse group. We had schools in the suburb, rural areas, urban areas. We had schools that predominantly served students of color, some that served predominantly students who are white students, different socioeconomic situations as well, and all across the country. We also had a diverse set in terms of size of schools. And then also in terms of diverse, so we had some charter schools and also some traditional district schools as well. One of the things we kept seeing was that generative AI was being used in a really great way to supercharge project-based learning. And we know the power of project-based learning when students are applying their learning and also learning new skills by actually applying it to authentic tasks. We had several schools who were doing it within specific projects and also some schools that were doing it wholesale in their project-based learning school. And we were able to see different ways that generative AI still kept the cognitive lift on students, but helped make things faster in some cases, but also help them do new things. We saw different projects, for example, like students creating magazines and collaborating together with it, generating new ideas. And we captured all of these practices and we've shared them with the sector. Here you can see the different strategies that we've captured, and there's more coming as well by the time we present at South by Southwest EDU. One example is integrating AI into project-based learning. And this is actually from Nikki's school with Valley New School. And something that we saw that was really compelling was the way that they actually had a project checklist that they had used before generative AI. And they found different ways to say, here are ways that you as students can implement generative AI into your projects and how you're using it. Whether it's mimicking and like saying, hey, prepare for your interview by having ChatGPT pretend to be the person that you're interviewing. What kind of questions should you come up with? So that you can get the most out of an expert, and then actually practice your interview so you can anticipate some responses as well. And then also even be able to use it to then give critique on their final products that they were building and making as well. This workshop is going to be really interactive. One of the things that we're going to do is make sure that students know teachers know how to make sure their students are ready for this by making sure that students are engaging in AI ethics and literacy workshops. One of the things that Valley New did was they had students take on different roles in the community, ranging from scientists to environmentalists to students, professors, to talk about what are the benefits of AI and what are some of the risks. Then what we'll do is we'll walk participants through how do you actually integrate generative AI into your classroom, into instruction to strengthen project-based learning, so that there will also be time for them to apply it in their context so they have a plan leaving for it. We want this to be a very practical experience for practitioners so they know how to make project-based learning even better with generative AI and also make sure that students are still taking the lead in using AI in a way that they're still learning and have the cognitive load. We hope to see you in Austin, so we hope that we would love you for you to vote for us. Thank you.